everybody. My name is Paopura. I'm a variety streamer and content creator. I stream 3 to 4 times a week over on Twitch and YouTube. And I like to stream because it's really my time to get gaming. I have a huge backlog, so of course I want to make some friends and get through that pesky backlog.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, hello, welcome in everyone. I'm Watch Holly. This is Paopura. We're doing our season 4 interviews of how do we grow offline. But before we get started, Paopura, go ahead and tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Paopura, or everyone can call me Pao. I am a 25-year-old streamer from Texas. I recently graduated with a master's in marketing, which is pretty exciting.
Oh my God, congrats.
Thank you. I like a lot of horror games and a lot of silly games. My favorite game of all time being Kingdom Hearts. So that's kind of all my gaming facts.
That's funny. It's horror games or Kingdom Hearts. It's like
yeah, like there's no in between. Like you either need to scare me or it's like I need the nostalgia of Kingdom Hearts.
Right. Oh my God, I love that. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's kind of talk about your offline content strategy. How do you personally grow while you're not streaming?
So a lot of my energy and my content creation goes into my short form content. I like to try to post at least once or twice a day, and it's typically through clips and a little bit of some outside content. So I do some stream advice content on TikTok or tutorials and things like that.
Oh, wow, that's impressive. 2 times a day, you said?
I mean, I try.
Yeah.
I've gone back to one recently because I'm kind of trying out a new strategy as of lately, but I typically try to do 2 times a day if I can.
Okay, nice. So let's talk about like your content pipeline and how you post those clips. Are they made like offline, or do you take your Twitch VODs and kind of post them through there?
Yeah, so I'll typically, so when I stream, I'll stream for that 4 hours and I'll come offline, and I like to clip everything right after my stream so I remember like, oh, that was a funny moment. I should use the markers. I always forget. But I like to go in and clip everything. So it's either like if like chat asks me a question, I'm like, oh, that'll be a good clip. So I'll go in there and clip everything. And then the next day or whenever I have time, I batch edit everything and then schedule everything.
Wow. Okay. How far in advance do you schedule it?
I like to aim for a week in advance. That doesn't always happen. So I like to give myself a couple of days, like 4 days I'd like to aim, so then I can have everything and then like, okay, I'll edit now. I can edit the day before and then have another 4 days. So I don't have to keep worrying about it.
Yeah, definitely. And you said that you're kind of changing your strategy right now. I'd love to know a little bit about that, of hence of like, oh, like posting 2 times a day. Maybe we're now just doing 1.
Yeah, so for me, I was doing 2 times a day because people give different advice of, oh, you should be posting 3 times or this many times. And I want to make the edits better, to be honest. And I feel like if I put more energy into doing that and that result of posting less, I feel like my content is benefiting from it. It also gives me time to kind of explore other types of content because I want to do more than just clips.
Yeah.
So it's giving me some more time to brainstorm and think of those things.
Okay. And then are you editing it on some form of editing software, or is it all through Twitch? Yeah, talk about that.
I'm a CapCut girl through and through.
Okay.
I love CapCut, so that's all I use because it's easy.
Nice.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Okay. And that's on your phone, right? Or is it also on desktop?
It's on desktop. I can't edit on my phone. I can't do that.
Okay. No, I didn't.
People that can.
I know some people say they do on edit, and I thought CapCut was only on the phone, but this is why we're interviewing the expert here. So.
No, yeah, there's a desktop app, and it's really good actually. Like I was pleasantly surprised when I got it that it's pretty good.
Yeah. So you download your clips from Twitch and then edit on CapCut?
Yes.
Okay, I like that. All right, so what's your best performing piece of content, and why do you think it worked?
So my best performing piece of content is a dress to impress video, funny enough. I don't know if you remember that game on Roblox when it was kind of blowing up. Yeah, so yeah, that one did crazy. It's like, I think it's currently sitting at like 2 million views on Instagram, which is like shocking and very scary. And I feel like that one did well for like a couple different reasons. I feel like 1, it was a trending game. And 2, I feel like it was short. So I think it was under 30 seconds. So it was short, it got to the point. It was kind of playing off of a lot of people were also raging at Dress to Impress.
I'm gonna lose my mind. It's not even camping. Oh my God. OMG. Why did I get 4th place?
I'm the only pitch that did the theme. Oh my God. I'm literally Jesus.
Jesus would want you to play the game right.
God. So I was like, that's funny. I'll post it. And it just started hitting all kinds of people. There was a little bit of, honestly, a little rage bait in there, a little bit, because people were like, oh, she's overreacting, which made people talk more in the comments about how I was acting, which kind of blew it up even more. So I feel like it was a couple of different reasons that just all formed together and made it do really well.
Yeah. And probably like your talent in it in of itself, but also it was kind of like the popular thing at the time as well. So it was kind of a trend.
Oh yeah, because I feel like at that time everybody was playing Dress to Impress. It's at least to me, at least what I was seeing on my pages, and I was like, well, that looks fun. You know, I like a little girly game.
Yeah.
So I wanted to try it, and so I just had a lot of fun. And I'm a very overreactionary person, so I was raging. As one does. So, yeah, but I was like, yeah, I'm gonna post it. I think it's funny, and yeah.
No, I love it. I love it. Great. Okay. So let's talk about maybe not social media, but how else do you grow while you're not streaming?
Networking is huge. I think having a group of friends, not even to just bounce ideas off of, but also just, hey, like I want to, plan something or give me some advice on this, and talking within their communities and posting on, I guess kind of online, but Twitter and Threads for me, interacting with other people's like questions that they have and commenting on those things has really helped a lot, getting like my name and my stream out there.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't downloaded Threads. I do you feel like it's worth it?
Okay, I was a hater, I will say, but I really do like it now. I feel like it's way less toxic than Twitter.
Yeah,
so
Twitter
I've been on there a lot more.
Okay.
Twitter's, but I really like Threads. Like, and 'cause you can also tag everything, so you can be like, you can make a little topic. It's like streamers, so you can
like
do, like little topics for each of your posts.
Reddit, like a subreddit thing.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Okay.
So I like it for that.
All right. And so going back to kind of editing on CapCut, I'm not quite sure how CapCut works, but are you able to edit like in like an intro kind of and move things around? Do you create a hook in your videos, or do you just kind of whatever stream start? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you can kind of honestly do a lot in CapCut. Typically with my posts, what I like to do is I like to start talking immediately. So even if it's rearranging my clip to where it's like the most shocking thing at the front and then going into what my video's about, or I've played around with like a little zoom, like, the little pop noise that a lot of people do in their videos, like stuff like that. Just something that's going to make someone go, oh, wait, what was that? What was that noise? Or what did she just say? That's sort of what I try to do.
Yeah. No, I think that's really good. Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like because our attention spans are only 3 seconds long nowadays. And if you know that, like, when you're the consumer, it's like we're just swiping. So we're just trying to figure out, like, how do we, and how do you find, like, those sounds, like the pop sound? Is it all on CapCut?
Yeah, that's what I like about CapCut is that they have a sound bank. So you can just go on sound effects. So they have, like, music. I don't really like the music on there personally, but the sound effects are really good. So you can, like I censor my cussing out. So I'll have like a little censor thing that right there, I can favorite it and drag it in there. The little pop noises. They have all kinds of templates for like captions. So it makes that whole process so much faster.
Yeah, it's kind of streamlined. No, I like that. Talking about like sounds, do you use like TikTok sounds and real sounds or anything like that?
Not really. I do it, to be honest, when I need content. And I'm like, oh, I need to do something. Because I feel like for me, I've like jumped on the trends, and I just personally speaking, because I've worked as a social media manager too, and I've noticed this at the work I've done there, is that if you're not like the first one on that trend, you're just getting kind of
buried.
Like, you're buried in a sea of content. And especially if everyone in your niche is doing it as well, you're just gonna be another video that's doing the same thing. So I try to avoid it unless I'm like, oh, this is really good and like I need something.
Yeah.
But I think it's good, like, backup stuff. I don't think people should rely on that solely.
Yeah.
If you want my honest opinion.
No, that's smart. Now learning that you've been a social media manager before, that's really freaking cool. So I'm sure that you know like all the analytic side of things. And do you analyze your content once you post it?
Oh yeah, I think it's so important to realize, because when you look at the numbers, I try to, when I post, I take out my personal feelings about my content. As soon as I hit post, I'm like, okay, I'm looking at this from a business side of it. And so I see, okay, when did people stop watching? how many people shared it, because that's something big, at least on Instagram. I noticed the more someone shares your video, they push it out way more. They're way more about sharing as opposed to TikTok. They have like, comments and all that stuff. Like every social media kind of has its thing that they want from a post. So I look for things like that. And it's important to note too, like my Instagram audience is very different from my TikTok audience. They like different things. So one video may do amazing on TikTok, another one doesn't do well on Instagram. So you might be like, okay, well, why? And then sometimes I re-edit them and post that one on Instagram if it did better on TikTok, just to test and see.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's such a good advice, is that if maybe one video that you tried and worked really hard with, not necessarily like a Twitch clip, VOD, just send, but like one that you've edited highly, and it's like, oh, it didn't go well. It's like, you still have all that content. Let's just re-edit it and see how, like, maybe it's good content, just maybe the hook wasn't good enough or the music was too loud or like things like that.
Yeah, because funny enough, the one that was my best performing piece of content only got 1,000 views on TikTok. So I was like, okay, well, it's not the content.
Right. Yeah.
It's just sometimes it happens and you just gotta, try other things. Don't get discouraged and keep playing around with it.
Yeah.
Especially if you believe,
Definitely. All right. Well, my last question is, what advice would you give to a Twitch streamer trying to break into short form content?
I would say first thing when you're starting is don't be afraid to experiment and have fun, because at that point you're learning, and sort of when you're starting out, you're so scared of being perceived. So the best thing to do is just try everything out. Try out clips, try out the audios, try out, I'm going to film, I got a new piece of equipment. Let me do an unboxing. Try anything that you want and see how people react to it. See what you like creating the best. And then you'll learn and get better as you go.
I love that. No, yeah. Because at that point, it's like, it's not, because you're hearing everyone always say like, oh, quality over quantity. But if you're not doing any quantity to figure out what you want, then you don't know what's going to be quality.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I know for me, I did so much. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I was so scared to talk in front of a camera. So I was like, well, I'm just going to do that. I'll keep doing it. And then I'll get better. And then now I'm just can't shut me up. So I'm like, well, there you go. Like, it worked. But that's what I believe, is that even the most introverted of people can start. So
definitely. Oh my gosh. Well, perfect. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. All right. We're going to say goodbye to YouTube, and then I'll say goodbye to you afterwards. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here, and we'll catch you next time. Bye, YouTube.
Bye.